What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at tomorrow's brand new mixtape drop here in NBA 2K26 My Team. Kind of an interesting drop. We get Dark Matter Ron Artest, Dark Matter Brandon Roy, Galaxy Opal Sean Kemp, Jalen Green, and Penny Hardaway, as well as Pink Diamond Hassan Whiteside, J.R. Smith, Larry Sanders, Rafer Alston, Rudy Fernandez, and TJ Warren. Also, Tisha Pinich, I've never heard of her, the Dark Matter. Yolanda Griffith, I'll be honest, I've never heard of her either. And Delisha, I've never heard of any of these WNBA players, to be totally honest. So I guess we should look up their heights, if nothing else, to see if there's any chance that they're good for, what was her name? Penichiero. That is a bizarre name. That's close enough. That should tell me. She's 5'11". Okay. What about Yolanda Griffith? How tall is Yolanda Griffith? Yolanda Griffith is 6'3", power forward center, nice, tall. And then Delisha Milton Jones, 6'1" at shooting guard. All right, so the WNBA cards aren't good. Unsurprising. They generally aren't. Just wanted to check their heights because I didn't know who those players were. But honestly, there are some intriguing names here. I would think both Artest and Roy will be very, very good cards. The question with both of them will be, is it worth actually picking them up? Artest, honestly, both of them will be very good. But the honest truth is, are they worth their price? Probably not. Because there's a lot of good shooting guards already, and they'll probably be a little too expensive for how good they actually are, because neither of those guys are probably going to be primary ball handlers. That being said, Artest's Pink Diamond is still honestly very, very good. 92 speed, 90 dunk. Defensively, he's great. Only 80 steal ball, which is something that will definitely be fixed on his Dark Matter. The question will be, will his animations get changed at all besides his release going on very quick, which I assume they will. That, to be fair, they didn't put D-Rob's jumper on very quick last year, so... or last week, I should say, so I really don't know for sure. But he did get a Season 5 Dark Matter last year. This is what that card looked like last year. Really, really good. And I expect that this Artest will also be extremely quality. The question is going to be, is he going to get any sig changes at all? And honestly, I really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But if he doesn't get any sig changes, yes, he's a great card, but he's still kind of more of a cone than anything else. Not really a great scorer, like a competent one, but not a great one. I do think he'll be decent, though. Artest should be pretty darn good. Just price will be the question. And then B-Roy, probably Artest is a little better than B-Roy, I would guess. I don't know that for sure, but B-Roy will, I would assume, have much better interior and block, just better overall defense than he has on his Opal. His offense is already elite, but again, not a great escape, not a great behind the back. Calorie dragback's really nice, but if they don't change some of those other animations, there's a cap to how good this card can be. As great as he is as a shooter, and his shot on very quick will be elite, as good as he is, I don't think he'll be worth paying 1.5 to 2 million MT, if that's what he winds up costing, or whatever the case may be. Both cards should be better for sure than James Harden and David Robinson were last week, though. This is a pretty intriguing set of Dark Matters. They're both shooting guards, though, and they feel a little redundant. Like, they're not going to be necessary cards, as good as they will likely be. Sean Kemp does not have a Galaxy Opal Wild Gem, but the problem with Kemp is his jumper stinks. It is not good at all. I do not think Kemp will be good unless they change his jump shot. He can play small forward, which is nice, and he is 6'10". The size is valuable, but is this card better than Apollo Banchero, for example? I highly doubt it unless they change his jumper, and so far 2K hasn't really changed jump shots, so the ceiling is capped with Sean Kemp for sure. Jalen Green will be a lot of fun. I know his shot is good. I know he's got Paul George escape. He'll definitely be a lot better than his diamond card was defensively, but again, I mean, probably not going to be an uber elite defender. He is 6'4". His shot's good. Paul George escape. Rest of his sigs aren't crazy. I mean, he's fine. I think guys like, for example, a free Russell Westbrook, a free Dwayne Wade, if you have him, guys like that are better. But he's a good card. There's no doubt about that. I just don't think he's going to be worth his price tag overall, probably, because there are definitely better ones. And then Penny Hardaway is going to be pretty darn solid. This will be his Opal Hidden Gem, I would have to think. Problem with this card is same exact animations as the Pink Diamond. Yes, it's better stats and baddest, but his jump shot's not that great. I wouldn't really probably highly recommend Penny, although he will be good. But if he's a million MT or 800k MT or whatever, it's too much MT to pay for him, in my opinion, especially with All-Star Break coming up. That's one thing you have to keep in mind is next week's content will very likely have a 100 overall in packs, definitely at least one, if not 200 overalls in the festival, and a ton of other good budget cards. So there's going to be a lot of good content, top tier and budget, in next week's drop, I would have to think. So you want to be very intentional about how much of this your MT you're willing to spend on this week's drop. And to me, as good as Artest and B-Roy are, I don't know if they're worth it. I don't see any of the Opals being worth their price tag. Now, the Pink Diamonds. The most interesting Pink Diamond here is TJ Warren. My chat, I'm live on Twitch as I'm recording this video. My chat is telling me that TJ Warren has a good jump shot and jaw escape. Is it? Hold on, I can't. There we go. a good jump shot, jaw escape, and I think curry slide too. Yeah, he's got the curry slide. Yeah, this card's good. If his shot is legitimately nice, he's actually really nice. Because pro dribble style, jaw escape, and curry behind the back. Can he play shooting guard? He cannot. He's 6'8" at small forward, so he's not a huge small forward, but he'll be really nice with jaw escape and the curry slide. If his shot is as good as people are saying it is, and they're saying it's pretty darn good, I would have to think TJ Warren is really nice. This card definitely could be one of the best offensive small forwards in the game, period. The type of card that I think will legitimately help a lot of people's teams. Like, he could be like a better Adam Morrison, I feel like, is a realistic outcome for this card. And honestly, his stats and badges should be pretty well-rounded as well. Dunk animations don't look super impressive, but they don't look the worst. I mean, he looks pretty good, I gotta say. TJ Warren, that's going to be a really good card. Rudy Fernandez, Ray for Alston, Hassan, JR, and Sanders. Hassan's jumper is absolutely awful. I'm sure his stats and badges will be good, but his shot is gross. He had 72 speed, 67 3-ball on his Amethyst. He got a card last year that was, I think, decent stat and badge-wise. Yeah, it was this Galaxy Opal. 87 speed, 82 3, 95 standing, 95 interior. I wouldn't be shocked if he's like a little bit worse than this card. Problem is, his shot is still awful this year. They would have to put it on very quick, and they're not putting a pink diamond jumper on very quick. But I don't know. I don't have super high hopes for Whiteside, even if his stats and badges are good, because his shot is atrocious. J.R. Smith will basically be a clone of his Galaxy Opal, who honestly is not that good of a card. So again, that's kind of a pass unless you're just a big JR fan. I would think his stats and badges will be very close to this JR, but overall, it's still going to be kind of underwhelming because the shot's not that great, neither of a SIG. So for me, JR is definitely a pass. Not a super impressive card there. And then you got Alston, Fernandez, and Sanders. Alston is like, what, 6'1", 6 foot. He's definitely really small. Will be fast and a good shooter, but limited as a slasher and limited defensively at 6'2" with pretty mid SIGs. I don't think this card is great. Wouldn't expect Ray for Alston to be particularly impressive. And then finally, Fernandez and Sanders. I do think Fernandez will be good. Does he have a card this year? He does. What is his jumper? Default swing. Honestly, his animations kind of stink. He has had a couple of really, really good cards in the past in my team. But unfortunately, this card's probably not going to be one of them. Great slasher. He'll be fast. He'll be a good shooter. He won't be a horrible defender, I would think. They'll definitely boost him up compared to this pink diamond, or compared to this amethyst, I should say. But again, it's like, the ceiling is capped, I think, for Rudy Fernandez. And then Larry Sanders, does he have a card this year? If they let him shoot, he could be good. He is a Ruby Wild gem. 80 speed, 85 dunk, great defender. The problem is 25 3-ball. I doubt he's able to shoot. If he is, I think that's not the worst jumper. Nasrid upper is good. I don't know about that base. I don't think it's a great base, but I think with a good upper, you could probably work with it if he can shoot. He's only 6'11", but he does have a 7'6" wingspan. He'll be very athletic. If he can shoot, he's good. I doubt he's able to shoot, though, so that does cap how good he'll be. I mean, he was in the Glitched Festival last year, and he had an 87 3-ball, so who knows? Maybe they'll give him a mid or low 80s 3-ball or something like that. It's definitely possible. He could be decent, but I would expect probably not great. Overall, look, tomorrow's drop, TJ Warren's going to be an absolute monster. The Opals don't look worth it to me. The Dark Matters are great, but probably overpriced. Hassan Whiteside, terrible jumper. J.R. Smith won't be that good. Ray for Alston won't be good. Rudy Fernandez, I mean, they'd have to change his jumper probably for him to be elite, and Sanders is going to need to be able to shoot for him to be good. It's not the worst drop ever, but it's not a super duper exciting drop beyond TJ Warren to me. That being said, TJ Warren, bucket. That card could be awesome. Excited to see what he looks like tomorrow. That being said, it's gonna do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.